Morning. It is Saturday. Or no, crap, it's Sunday. Sunday morning already. August 9th. Man, time flies. I hope everybody is doing well here. This is Ray with Spray Wash Exterior Cleaning. Following up on video I did the other night, apparently, where I went off the rails and called a bunch of people out. Still going to do that. So, I love the pressure washing industry. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love this industry. Saved me from bankruptcy. And whenever I started back in 2009, I honestly had no idea that I would be living the lifestyle that I'm living right now from it. So I am one of the biggest proponents of this industry that there is, because it doesn't matter your education level, your income level, what you're starting with. If you are, you start out with $100,000 of equipment, or if you start out with $1,000 of equipment, it really doesn't matter. You can make it to the top. You can make it successful. You can do as much as you want to do. You can be a guy who augments his income by $500 a week, $500 a month. You can set yourself up to a $500,000 a year company. It's a great, great, great industry. Hey, good morning, guys. Hope y'all are doing well. I see a couple people logging in. But what I've seen lately out there in the world of the internet, YouTube, and Facebook is just the huge amount of charlatans trying to sell you stuff. Amazed at how much people are out there just trying to sell pressure washers, mainly Facebook ads, or take my class and you'll be successful. One of the things that I so want to understand, guys to understand, pricing. Pricing's another one. Oh, I'll teach you how to price. Understand, pricing is extremely, extremely regional. If I can just take that example for a minute here. Pricing is so regional. Us guys in Florida don't get nearly the prices that a lot of guys along the eastern seaboard get. Guys in Tennessee, Kentucky, Texas, we just don't get those prices that we're hearing, 40, 50 cents a square foot per roof. Try that in Florida and a lot of places, and they'll laugh you, right out of the thing. So still make a great living. We also have some, a little bit better things here in Florida going for us. Our bleach is so much cheaper. We get to work, 12 months out of the year too. I'm in North Florida, and there might be 2 or 3 days a week or a year that I take off because it's just too cold, too miserable to mess around. Hurricanes are a different story though. But there's so much that's out there in this business that is so just absolutely awesome. But again, what I'm seeing is there's so many people out there that are just trying to take your money. Run Facebook ads, guaranteed success if you run a Facebook ad. If you buy my system and sign up with me and run a Facebook ad, and you're gonna be successful. No, really not. I run Facebook ads. By all means, I think you should have some market presence there. But it's funny because these guys get out there and say you're going to build a successful business just on running Facebook ads. No, it's not really how it works. That's not a good foundation on how to build a business. Let's see a couple comments. Which is the correct paid membership for your program? Teak, I don't know. I don't really have a program. I don't have one. I've got a resource, Spraywashpro, that a lot of professionals have joined. But it's more of a resource thing than it is hey, sign up here and we're going to make you successful. I don't have a paid program like that. We have Spray Wash Academy, which is an in-person school where people have taken classes, but again, we're not selling a coaching program or a mentorship in that respect. So don't really have one. And I'm just doing this just to kind of point it out to people that be careful where you spend your money, because as I said the other day, I think, the week after they invented the pressure washer in the 1920s, that there was, somebody being, hey, I can be your coach. And, let's rock out. We'll help you make more money with this pressure washer. I think some of the things that you should ask your pressure washing company. Well, Spraywashpro, and let me answer this question. Yeah, Spraywashpro is down at the bottom. Again, it's a resource scenario there. You're free to sign up for, or not free to sign. Well, yeah, you're free to sign up. It's not free. Feel free to. Love to have you. A lot of good information on there. We're always trying to update it with information. But again, we're making no promises about how you're going to be successful, and we're not selling you ads or ad packages or anything like that. Sorry, my crews are out because it's Sunday morning and we're working. One of my crews is at a job site. That's whenever you get to this, what we do at our company, you really never, ever, ever stop. It's kind of fun. I took a day off yesterday, and we had to literally go out of town to take a day off. Otherwise, my phone would just run me crazy, and I tend to answer it. So this is why I don't do live, because I get really distracted. All right, back to where I'm talking about. So anybody you sign up with, anybody who says, man, I've been an awesome pressure washer, and I just want to share my secrets with you, you need to vet those people. Ask to see what they've done in their life. I don't think that's too much to ask for somebody. And I'm pretty plugged in this, industry. I've been around a bit. I was sitting here looking at a calendar. This is a 2010 to 2011 at a glance. I was going to a pressure washing convention in Tampa, 10 years ago, 9 years ago, July 31st. I've been around. I know a lot of the bigger names in here. One of the things that I've realized, and people call me for advice, and I talk to people, and we kind of, got a network of guys that I'm hang out with, and we talk on a weekly basis. And it's come to my attention that a lot of people who are saying, posting really big numbers out there, who are known in this industry for, oh my God, they've sold a company worth millions and millions of dollars, never really did that much when they sold their company. There's some teachers out there that run, big coaching programs and then small ad programs that have been thought to be just absolutely, monstrous companies. Yeah, truth is, they're not. I think if you give anybody money, you should say, could I see what you've done in the past? Will you just show me that you were that you were a successful company? I'm going to split my screen here and see if I can do this. Bobby Walker, a lot of guys know Bobby. Let me see. Is my mic on now? Y'all listen, how about now? Give me a thumbs up if my mic is on or not, because I think maybe whenever I switch the screens out, maybe my mic may have died. How about now? Can y'all hear me now? Somebody give me a comment on there. Anyway, I'm going to keep talking. Damn. I don't know why we can't hear anything. Okay, it's on. So what's happening is whenever I switch screens, if I go to my second screen, I lose audio. I won't go to my second screen, example. So do some basic homework on your coaches that you're going, hey, you want me to pay you $1,000 a month or $500 a month just to run ads for me or to buy your program? Show me where you've been successful before. And what I was doing when my audio was off, I was showing you, I was just going in there and I did a search for Bobby Walker, and I showed, wow, he's really got reviews. He's really doing it. I was doing, searching Tallahassee, my company. Wow, we've actually got reviews. Not that I'm trying to sell you a coaching thing, but anybody who's saying, yeah, I can be your coach, I think all you have to do is going to search. All I said about Bobby is he's an absolutely horrible person. No, I'm kidding. Bobby's awesome. Bobby Walker is a good friend and a great guy. I was just searching him as an example and saying, okay, let's look at Bobby Walker's company. He's got a bunch of reviews. He's got a 5.0 out there. He's got 493 reviews, which automatically gives me some trust if I was going to spend money with him as far as a program is concerned. There's a lot of guys out there that are selling this stuff that you can't find reviews or ratings on their company. Search it out. Then if nothing else, just say, hey, will you send me a screen of your, I'm going to switch over here. House Call program, a great, a lot of guys use a customer job manager. I mean, here, take a snapshot of that. Mr. Coach, what you've done. Here we are, time period so far this year, January 1, 2020 through December 31, 2020. It's showing 508 jobs, 442 in revenue. Our average job ticket is 872. I do some larger commercials, so my average job ticket is out there, pretty darn high. It breaks you down a monthly thing here. But again, this isn't about what I'm doing. I'm just asking you to ask any coach you see with to see what they do. Then all of a sudden you get the excuse. You get the excuse. Oh, well, yeah, we didn't have things like that whenever I was in business, and that's all new software. And yeah, we didn't do stuff like that. Well, how about this? How about this right here? You can get a CPA giving you a profit and loss year to date on there. Any business worth a damn is going to have one of those. I mean, it's not rocket science out there. What did I show y'all a little while ago? 10 years ago? 2010, 2011. You know what? Early on, I didn't use stuff like that. I couldn't afford programs like that. But I did have a book that showed me, I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this backwards, where I wrote down every job that I had, literally every job that I had, who I did it for, how much it was, whether they were paid or not, every day. I ran that for 2 years. 2 years before I finally got off my butt and started computerizing it. So trust me, somebody knows what they've done. I just think, you ought to, somebody's kept some records somewhere. So ask to see their stuff. Just ask to see it. I mean, I might blank out, the thing and show you, not show you my salary. It's pretty good. No, not really. I may not send you my whole, literally, I'm not going to send you my customer database, but I can show you some numbers out there on House Call Pro saying, he's actually done a little bit of business. Just make sure anybody else that you go and give money to who's promising you, oh, if you spend money with me, oh, if you go and buy my program, I'm going to make you successful. And, remember this. I don't think anybody is ever going to be successful with just running Facebook ads. It's a big, big market out there. And to insulate yourself, you need to really just have a multifaceted approach. I mean, yeah, Facebook. I spend about $75, maybe $100 a month on Google out there. Not a lot compared to a lot of my guys, because my ads never even really show up, it seems like, but I figure I should, spend something on there. You need to be, doing door hangers. Door hangers, I literally built my business on door hangers. I literally built my business on door hangers. I didn't know what else to do. You ought to be calling on some decent realtors, not all the realtors, some decent realtors. Talking to them saying, hey, I'm going to make your listings look amazing whenever you sell them. You should be talking to some commercial people, getting in there with the shopping centers, hotels, apartments. There's so many different things to do. A lot of people, a lot of guys, and diversify. I know when you're first starting out, you're like, diversify, hell, I just want to do something. But as you grow your business, it's very important to diversify. A lot of friends have called me who have been strictly commercial. Well, strictly commercial got their butts kicked second quarter of this year. If you're talking about Jason Guyman, I don't know, Teak. I don't know Jason all that well. I know that Jason actually ran a fairly successful company from everything I heard, and sold it out, but seems like Jason puts a lot of information out there. Jacob, yes, here's how you make $500 a month. I want you, sir, to go out there and price out windows at $1 a pane and then do 500 of them. So go lick 500 windows at $1 a pane, and you'll get it. Jacob's one of my very good friends and one of my moderators over at Spraywashpro and Spraywash Academy on Facebook. And if you've not joined us on Facebook, look up Spraywash Academy. 3 simple questions. Answer them, and we'll let you in. Don't answer them, and you won't. Ryan just mentioned, if I was running Facebook ads, et cetera, everybody making $10,000 a month. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. What I was just talking whenever Richard, or whenever Jacob made a comment there, I was saying that I had a lot of friends in the industry that were strictly commercial. Their business just crapped out because, they were mainly commercial. Restaurants were shut down. They weren't getting in there doing interior window cleaning. They weren't doing patio cleanings because the restaurants weren't open. Residential's actually been fairly good this year, my understanding, around the world, around the United States, because people have had, ironically, a lot of disposable income with that extra $600 a month or $600 a week. And they were stuck at their house going, wow, this place is filthy. Our residential was doing really, really well. Yeah, buy my course and make $1,000. It's just, guys, I love this industry. The Bible said something about, building your house upon the solid foundation, the solid ground. You could do the same thing for your business. Build it on a solid foundation. Try to be a flash in the pan. You're not gonna be, Don't be swayed by this. Oh my gosh, great big money. Oh wow, look at all that I can make. Look at all that I can make. Because you can, but it's gonna take a little while. You need to build relationships, I talk to guys that are like, oh my God, my phone's, just not very slow. And, they're in it their second year. And it's like, well, how many houses did you do? Well, I did 100 last year. Well, I mean, you realize that even if every one of those persons sent you a referral, if you do 100, you're only doing 200 now. 200 houses is not that many houses a year. You have to ask for the referral, but it takes some time to build it and build it and build it. Some of these guys, here's another one too. Let's say you go to a coach who's basically his whole coaching plan is to sell you Facebook ads or sell Facebook ads for your company. Well, if somebody else in your market signs up, are you just competing with somebody that's selling, Facebook ads? Yeah. Basically paying for your competition there. I appreciate the guys, saying nice things about Pro. I didn't mean to make this a commercial about Pro whatsoever. I'm really just sickened, I'm just sickened by the amount of just crap that I see out there and how people are just trying to make money off the backs of pressure washers by promising them unrealistic expectations. Can you do $30,000 a month? Absolutely. Can you do $100,000 a month? Absolutely. Are you going to get there immediately? You're not. You're just not. One of my idols in the rock industry, Bon Scott, I think he said it best. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. So just keep your nose clean, both figuratively and literally. Just get out there and work, guys. Just work. There's an old saying in business that anything works and nothing doesn't. I mean that as a double entendre. If you just get out there and put yourself out there, you know what? Street signs, those bandit signs, they work. Logoed vehicles work. A great website works. Just getting out there in Facebook and going to these Facebook, neighborhood groups and introducing yourself and saying, hey, this is what we do. Here's a news flash. Get the nasty stuff off of your Facebook. Get the real controversial crap off of your Facebook before you start doing that, because people will go to your page and judge you. Whenever you've got, photographs of Donald Trump doing Hillary Clinton doggy style on there, you're going to piss off half of your market. Keep it clean out there, guys. Keep it classy. So your marketing plan should be multifaceted. Let's talk pricing for a second. So another thing that I see online constantly, how to price jobs, how to price jobs, how to price jobs. I keep having this vision in my mind, and I wonder if Roy Kroc, the guy that opened McDonald's, and then the only one I can think of is Dave Thomas, the founder of Wendy's, and then I don't know who founded Burger King, but the only vision that comes is that creepy ass king with the big king head. Do you think there was ever a three-way call? Going, hey Roy, Dave Thomas over here at Wendy's. Hey, how much are you charging for a burger these days? Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Roy. Hand-patted square burgers, lettuce, tomato, pickles, ketchup, onion, mustard, mayo. Think we could have it like in a single, maybe a double. Could even do a triple, maybe some bacon, a lot of bacon. We could do one with a lot of bacon. What do you think I should charge for that?
'Cause I should charge for that. 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 'C
$7.99? Think so? You think people would pay $7 for a bacon triple, Bert? Really? All right, cool. I'm going to try that. No, that's not what happens in pricing. That's not what happens in pricing. Yet still, everybody's going to these Facebook groups and to these YouTube things and going, hey, how much should I charge for a 1,200 square foot house, for a 1,400 square foot house, for a 5,000 square foot mansion? What should I charge on there? Charge as much as you can. Charge what your market bears. That's what you should charge. Charge what you need to charge. Don't undercut the market. Don't be that guy. But charge what you need to charge to be successful. Set your goals. Because they're your goals. They're not my goals. They're your goals. What do you want out of life? What do you want your company to make? You've got to figure that out. I can't do it for you. You know, just know that we all sit here and run around and laugh whenever we say pressure washing $99, because that's probably not going to be long-term successful business right there. Probably not a great, business model. But yeah, you have to, prices range. One of the reasons that I can't stand the thought of I see, square footage pricing. And that's where the guys go, oh yeah, 20 cents a square foot. I get 20 cents a square foot for houses. How can you say that? How can you say you get 20 cents per square foot for houses? First off, on any 20 cent, on any square footage, what does somebody call up and do? Yeah, I got a 2,000 square foot house. Right? Hey, I got a 2,000 square foot house. How much? Well, is that house really 2,000 square feet? Because the customer is equating their living square footage. That's always what they think. Automatically on the square footage, they think living square footage. Well, what about your garages? What about your porches? Your average 2-car garage, add on another 400 or 500 square foot there. You're really about 2,500 feet under. How are you not going to wash the garage? Now, what about the landscaping? What about the electronics? What about the TV that he has on the back porch? What about the Nandina or the hibiscus hedge that's going to be super, super sensitive to bleach that didn't show up on the Google pictures? Are you taking that into account? Is it a tract home, simple little vinyl box out there with zero landscaping? Because I can wash that a lot easier than I can another house that has these electronics and the stuff that's out there. So much easier I can wash a little vinyl box. So I'm not going to price these things out on a square footage basis. Ryan, you're absolutely right. You can't give, well, yeah, you can't. I don't. I guess people do all the time. Blows my mind. And you know what? I kick the crap out of my competition on that. Because I'll have people call our office up and they'll say, hey, I need a price for cleaning my roof. Okay, great. Ray can come out there, and meet with you at either 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock. What's going to work better for you, Mr. Customer? Oh, well, 2 other companies gave me a price, just over the phone. So I need to know what your price is. And then I go into my spiel, or my office goes into the spiel. I don't see how you can price that. Oh my gosh, how can you price that? Did they ask about your gutter system? Well, no. Did they ask about what kind of landscaping you have? Well, no. Did they ask about the pitch of the roof? Well, no. Well, you know what, Mr. Johnson, there's lots of these things that take into consideration for pricing a roof out. Also, the age and condition of your roof. We probably pass on about 30 to 40% of our roof jobs because they're already degranulizing and they don't need to be cleaned. They don't need to be cleaned. Actually, save that $400 to $800 and let's Just put that towards a new roof, which you're eventually going to need. At that point right there, these customers love me. The customers want to do business with me. If they don't, then they're not my customer. If they're just oh, well, just give me a price. Hey, guess what? I don't want you anyway. They have gone and pre-qualified themselves. I see Ryan saying something. FaceTime with customers wins job on any service. If they force the price, you don't want them. Exactly. Yes, just what I just said. They pre-qualify themselves out of the market. Thank you. Save some time for me. They saved my time because that's not the customer I want. And remember, not every customer is your customer. You want the customer that are awesome. You want the customers that want quality. You want the customers that are willing to pay a premium. I say this all the time. You know, go back to here. You know, there's a couple of different things. You know, you've got a Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You've got Golden Corral. Ruth's Chris, Golden Corral. 14, I haven't been to Golden Corral in a long time, but I'm assuming about $14 for all I can eat, and I feel disgusted whenever I walk out of there. I'm like, ugh. I've just eaten a bunch of trough of just random food. Ugh. Ruth's Chris, I'm going to drop $200 on this Ruth's Chris steak, and I'm literally going to walk out of that restaurant looking for the next time I can go there. The next time that I feel that I can afford to go there, I'm going to Ruth's Chris, taking my wife there, and I'm going to enjoy a fantastic meal. They're both selling steak, right? They both sell meat. But Ruth's Chris has really good meat, and they serve it on a 700-degree sizzling plate. And they remind you of that all the time. You even do FaceTime on small cookie cutter homes, mobile homes, basic house washes. Honestly, I try to. And if nothing else, I try to at least drive by and look at it. Now, I know that depends on your market. I'm in a fairly small market. So yeah, I try to go by and look at them. I may not try to get belly to belly with that customer, but I definitely try to get out there and talk to them, let them know that I've been by, leave them a card, leave them a little sheet that it says, hey, we've been by to check out your property. Look for your estimate in the email, because they know that, hey, we've been by. And Ryan said, never be afraid to walk. He is absolutely 100% true in that. Don't be afraid. All right, so what have we talked about today? Vet your coaches. Check your coaches out. Go in there and just say, hey, what was the name of your pressure washing company? Oh, it was Fred's Pressure Washing Company. You were located in Atlanta, Georgia? Tampa, Florida? Sure, let me search Fred's Pressure Washing Company. If there's no reviews, if there's no mention of them online, or they have crap reviews or something, run away. I mean, run fast. Ask to see, some records. Now, I'm not saying give them an audit. If you ask me for 11 years of profit and loss statements, I'm not going to give that to you. But I can give you enough proof that you know that I'm pretty good at my business and I have a successful business. Or that at least I've really, really, really walked the talk and talked the talk. And I'm not just saying, hey, I can make you successful without ever proving my own success. I love this business. I want you to love this business too. I don't want you to be a part-timer in this business. I really don't. I want you I don't want you to survive. I want you to absolutely thrive in this business. Best business in the world. Awesome business in the world. And I think this business is going to be even more important in the times coming up. I think with this virus, I think with all the crap that we've gone through in the world, and especially in America, I think cleanliness and the appearance of cleanliness will be more important than it's ever been. So I think the cleaning business will be here to stay for a long time. I don't see how you could even like be a business and open up with a nasty storefront. Because if I was a customer, I would equate that with disease and filth. All right, Bon Scott. Yep, mentioned Bon Scott. Long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Always remember that, baby. It's a long, long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. But you know what? It's worth it. It's damn sure worth it in the end. All right, guys. I got to roll out of here. Oh, hold on. Under Pressure said something. When I do go to the customer's house, I work quote on everything. Decide to do more in the future. I've got an idea. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's also part of the package selling. You know, I would say very, very rarely we get a call all the time for a house wash. But they don't usually just get the house wash. We're going to work in a roof cleaning or a driveway or a patio or a screen porch or something else. You know, it's amazing. We start doing that package-based pricing on there. Because remember, the most expensive time that you show up to a job is that first hour. And let's say you've got a $200 minimum on there, okay? Well, that includes your roll-up and non-productive time and maybe even your drive out to that house. If I can work and get a little more money from that customer while I'm there, I'm going to, you know? If I can sell additional services in a package so I stay at that job longer, I'm good with that because my non-productive time is rolling up my hoses and driving to another job. It's one of the reasons that, you know, commercial is a little less per hour than a lot of residential stuff. Because one, the sheer volume that you're doing, but you know, on residential, and this is, now I said I was going to go, but now I'm going to think about this and get spun up. So many guys going, yeah, I made $400 an hour yesterday doing houses. Yeah, this is how I made $400 an hour. Yeah, you made that for 1.5 hours, 2 hours. You're not honestly being truthful whenever you sit there and say, yeah, I worked a full day making $400 an hour every hour. What's 4 times 8? 32? Yeah. You made $3,200? Is that what you're telling me? You made $3,200 pressure washing residential houses yesterday. I'm not saying it can't be done, but I'm saying it don't happen a whole lot, especially for a single owner operator or a guy with a helper. It just doesn't happen that frequently. Now, in their mind, they did make $400 an hour. They were at a job 2 hours, and they made $800. There's more than 2 hours in a day. There's more than 2 hours in a day. You know, and on our commercial jobs, we might be getting $225 an hour for that. But we're also we're pulling up there at 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning. And then we're leaving at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And we haven't lost any time to breaking down and going to other jobs. And we haven't lost any time of rolling up hoses and moving to the other side of town. We've steadily gone and worked at it, you know, and we're able to get extreme amounts of square footage out. So again, for you guys that don't know me, that are just starting to watch and going, wow, this guy he says stuff that the coaches don't say. Well, yeah, because I'm not a coach. I don't want you to lose your money. Sure, $400 sounds nice, but is it consistently going a whole day making $400 an hour? My attorney doesn't make that. My doctor doesn't make that. We've done it before, but not consistently every day. God, if I knew that I could go out there and make $400 an hour consistently every day with a 2-man crew, I'd buy 10 more trucks. Anyway, wash on, guys. I hope you have an awesome Sunday. Again, I love this business, and y'all have an awesome day.